Hello, everybody on the internet world. We have a pretty fun one today where we're going to be talking about, in my opinion, the 5 best AC/DC riffs. As far as best for learning when you're newer at playing guitar, these are just going to be riffs that are really easy to play, but they're really fun, they're really powerful, and they just sound really, really good. It's a great thing with a lot of AC/DC songs is, for the most part, they are pretty simple musically, but it's just they were put together in such a way that they stand the test of time. So we're actually going to start off. I think this might have been the first riff from AC/DC I ever learned, if I'm not mistaken. We're talking TNT, of course, which is going to go something like this. Super easy one to play. You're going to start basically with just like an E power chord basically, and that's what they're going to hit first, and that's what's going to ring. That just rings through until they start going into the. All right, so you're just talking 3 chords here. You got that E power chord. You basically have I won't say it's a power chord, but it's not really the open chord. Then you're going to have a G, and then you're going to have an A. So you're going to go from your E, and then you're going to go to play a G, but you're only going to hit these bottom, roughly the bottom 3 strings. You don't really want any of the treble or any of these high notes here. You just want that punch. So, okay, so you're going to go from the E to the G, and then you're going to hit the A. So. A, you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to hit that G, just that G note, which is going to be your 3rd fret here on your 6th string. You're going to hit it, then you're going to hit the A chord again, and then you're going to hit the G. So, see? G, A, G, G, A, G, and then you go back to that E. So, to play that slow. And that's it. That is the main riff for TNT. Right, next one we're going to go into here is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Just another one. It's super simple. It's very similar to TNT. Relatively similar. Super easy to play, but just sounds amazing. So let's get into that one. So playing this, we basically have the same 3 chords to start with. You've got the A, the E, that's the E chord, E, G, A, and then you're going to have a D in there as well. So to play through it real quick, so it's. And now when you play that D, you're not going to play that like the full D where you have your middle finger here hitting your the 2nd fret here on your high E string. You're going to take that finger out, and that string's going to be muted. So it's just. Alright, so you're going to hit your E chord here, you're going to let it ring for a second, then you're going to hit your G, and then we're going to go back to the E. So. And with that, realistically, you could play it, the G chord, you can play it the same as the TNT way, where you're just hitting like the bottom few strings. Or you can go ahead and hit the whole string. When you listen to it, it sounds like Malcolm plays it one way, Angus plays it the other way. So that way they're kind of getting the full thing. So you can, when I play it, it's just kind of however I'm strumming and how I'm feeling. Sometimes I hit those high strings, sometimes I don't. Can't go wrong either way. But you're always going to keep going back to this your E chord. So. And then after you do that, you're going to hit your A chord and then go back to the E. So. Okay. And then after that, you go back to that E chord, then you're going to hit your D chord, and then you're going to go back to the E. So. so let's play that slow. And that's your main riff for Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. All right, so next one we're going to go to here, another very, very easy one, very, very powerful. It is the infamous Highway to Hell. Here's how it goes. So to get right into this one, so really only a couple chords. You're going to have your A chord, you're going to have a D chord, and then you're going to have a G chord. Super, super easy. Again, when you play that D chord, you're not going to want to play the note on your high E string here. You want to just... So to show how to play this real quick, and then we're going to slow it down. So it's... Super, super simple. One thing that's a little different with this, that's a technique that you may or may not have used before. You're actually going to be using your thumb to hit a bass note. When you're hitting that D chord, you're actually going to be hitting your F sharp with your thumb, which is your 2nd fret here on the 6th fret. So to start off, obviously you got your A chord, you're strumming that 3 times. Okay? And then from there, you're going to play that D chord, but you're going to have your thumb up here hitting that. So you're going to hit that twice, and then you're going to go to a G chord. So. Okay? So it adds a little bit of a little something in there. Malcolm is just a genius for the way he writes his riffs. So you're going to play that, what is it? 3 times through, so it's... Very easy. So let's play through that slow. And you're finishing off on that A chord. So super fun. It's one of my favorites to play, you know, as simple as it is. All right, next one, which again, it's one of my favorites. It's in The Longest Yard of the Adam Sandler movie when they're starting to play some foosball there at the end against the guards. This song starts playing, and it's just perfect. And we're talking If You Want Blood, you've got it. Here's how it sounds. All right, so to play through it real quick, so... Very easy. Same 3 chords. You're going to notice a pattern here. Angus and Malcolm, they love using, you know, A, D, and G. It's in a lot of their songs. So this, you're starting off here on your A chord, of course. And then you're going to hit your D chord. But again, you're not hitting your high E string here. I mean, you can, but, you know, typically they really weren't doing that when they're playing it. So you're going to go A, D, A, D. And then after that, you're going to hit the D again. And then you're going to go G. You're going to hit that twice in that way, and then you're going to go back to the D. Okay, so it's... That down a little bit more. Okay, so it's very easy. As you get more comfortable with it, you'll hear I have a couple like little pick scratches in there, just to kind of go with the rhythm, so it's not just stagnant of just. Sounds good on its own, but it sounds a lot better as, you know. It livens everything up a little bit. So if you want blood, you've got it. That is another phenomenal song. And the last one, you know, it's got to be included on any video when you're talking about how to play AC/DC songs. Of course, Back in Black. So here's how it goes. So, Back in Black, it's going to be a little bit more advanced than some of these other riffs, and that being said, it's still not difficult by any stretch. It's just not going to be just playing a couple chords. You have a couple little fills in there. Super easy, and again, they're great, great, great fills to learn, and especially as you're learning guitar, to help you kind of build up your confidence and build up your skill level. So, to play through it real quick, so... Okay, so it's still not very difficult, so let's break it down. So first you're going to have that E chord, so it doesn't get much easier than that to start. So then you're going to go hit your D chord. Again, you're not going to hit your high E string. So you're going to just have that. So you're going to hit it 3 times. So, and then you're going to go to your A chord 3 times. Okay, very easy. Now we're going to get to our first fill, which is, some tabs you'll see it as like a pull-off. I don't think it sounds quite right doing pull-off, so I personally I like picking everything. Alright, so to play that, we're finally going to hit our high E string. So you're going to be the 3rd fret on your high E string. You're going to pluck that, and then you're going to pluck the open E. So, okay? Then you're going to do the exact same thing, but on your B string. So 3rd fret on the B string and then open string. Okay? And then you're going to go to your G string here, 2nd fret. You're going to hit it, you're going to bend up, bend it back, bring it back to neutral, and then pull off to 0. Okay? So it's very easy. It's just it's the minor pentatonic scale. So that's literally all it is. So that's a really easy way to look at it. You're just playing the E minor pentatonic scale in the open position, and you're just playing it with the rhythm of the song. So, all right. So to play that. Okay, very easy. Very fun, very easy. The timing can throw you off a little bit. Sometimes it still messes me up. So as you listen to the song, you'll hear after that you're done playing the A chord when to start going in. All right, super easy. Then, of course, you have the other fill, which is you're going to replace your minor pentatonic fill. Instead of doing, you're going to do. All right, so you're going to go back to just playing the main riff. And you're going to see this played a couple different ways as well when you look at tabs. Some tabs you're going to see it doing everything here on the 6th string. And technically it's correct. It's all those same notes, but when you actually watch them play it live, they're actually starting here. The 2nd fret on your A string, that's that main root note. And what I really like with that is as you're going up, up the fretboard here with it, you kind of get a little bit of a slide as you come back to the 2, and it does add a little something. So just pay attention, see if you can hear it. Especially you can really hear it on that last note. Okay, so it's just. That was bad. So to play it, so you're going to have 2nd note here. Not 2nd note. 2nd fret. Words are hard, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd fret on your A string. That is going to be your main note there. So you're going to hit your main note, and then you're going to hit your 4th fret here on the 6th string. Okay? And then you're going to hit your A string again, but then you're going to hit the 5th fret on your E string. Then again, A string, 6th fret, A string, 7th fret. and give a little slide on that last one. So. Okay, so we'll play through that real quick. We'll play through the whole thing. Okay, there it is, super easy. So there are your my five favorite AC/DC songs to learn as a beginner. Stuck through this long, appreciate you very much. Now to talk about the tone, how I get this tone. I'm actually very happy with it. I think it's very AC/DC-esque. So the way that I go about getting it, so I've got my SG here. It does have a Seymour Duncan high voltage pickup here in the bridge, which is that's their Angus Young pickup essentially. So I do have that in the bridge, and then from there you can kind of see is we're running into my Victory Sheriff 25. I love the Victory Sheriff. It's a Marshall-esque amp. It has two different drive modes, gain modes on it. One is kind of more of a like the Plexi Sound classic old British rock, and then it does have like a higher gain stage, which is more like a JCM 800. So I have it on the what they call the vintage gain, and I have it roughly at about 12 o'clock or so, and that's it. I'm not using any pedals. I'm not doing anything else because that's how AC/DC plays. They actually just go guitar. They do go play through a wireless pack, which that's another discussion because that gives them a little bit of their tone. But they're just guitar straight into cranked Marshalls. So that's all it is. Super, super, super easy. So again, I appreciate y'all sticking with me this far. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, a comment, subscribe. Drop the comment down below of what you'd like to see me teach you next. If you want me to show you how to play through an entire AC/DC song, if there's just certain riffs, whatever the case may be, I appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.